Today we are going to see verses from 161 to 166, names 862 to 897. The next three videos will have 6 verses each. 161st verse.
കാര്യകാരണ നിർമുക്ത കാമകേളിതരംഗിത കനൽ കനകതാടങ്ക ലീലാ വിഗ്രഹധാരിണി.
Karya-karana nirmukta. By this name, the goddess is described as one who is free from karyangal, that is things, and karanangal, that is causes. Devi is pure spirit. It is said that things are the universe, the emanation of the creation such as Mahattva, etc., and Moola Prakriti is the cause. Everything in this universe has a reason because for anything a cause is necessary. The meaning here is that the goddess stands apart from all this. Kamakeli Tarangida. Here the goddess is described as the energy for the Leelas of Lord Kameshwar. Shiva Shakti union is known as Mahamaithunam. Kanal Kanaga Tadanga. Tadanga means earrings. The goddess is said to be the one with shining golden earrings. Leela Vigrahadharini. The meaning is Devi is one who appears in various forms effortlessly like a Leela. It is said that the goddess appears in the mind of the devotees in the very form they are worshipping to bless them. 162nd verse.
അജാക്ഷയ വിനിർമുക്ത മുഗ്ധ ക്ഷിപ്രപ്രസാദിനി അന്തർമുഖ സമാരാധ്യ ബഹിർമുഖ സുദുർലഭ.
Aja means birthless. The transcendental eternal goddess has no birth. The Rigveda mantra proclaims that the goddess has not been born and will not be born. It means that the goddess appears in many forms of her own will. Kshaya Vinirmukta. Here the goddess is described as the one who is free from decay and the one who gives liberation without leaving the house. Since the goddess is eternal, it can be understood that the goddess does not decay. Aversion to worldly pleasures like home is also called Kshaya. Devi doesn't have that. Mugdha. The goddess is described as Sundarangi, that is beautiful, by this name. Kshipra Prasadini. It is said that Devi is quick to please. It means that if you worship other deities, salvation comes slowly and those who worship goddess get salvation very quickly. Andarmukha Samaradhya. The goddess is described as worthy of worship by devotees meditating on the inner self, worshipping by the Shiva Shakti unity, awakening the Kundalini Shakti, etc. By nature, the mind and the senses are extroverted, that is Bahirmukhi. There are those who do mental worship of the goddess by controlling the senses and turning them inward, that is Antarmukhi. It is said that Devi is the most worthy of their worship. We understand that the goddess is the Kundalini Shakti. Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. Here it is said that Devi is rare, that is difficult, for extroverts, that is Bahirmukhis. The mind is fickle because it is preoccupied with material pleasures. We have seen that mind and senses are extroverted. 163rd verse.
ത്രയീ ത്രിവർഗ നിലയാ ത്രിസ്ഥാ ത്രിപുരമാലിനി നിരാമയാ നിരാലംബ സ്വാത്മാ രാമാ സുധാശ്രുതി.
Trayi. Here the goddess is described as the form of the three Vedas, Rik, Yajas and Samam, and the Bijam of Vagbhavakuda in the Sree Panchadashakshari mantra. Trivarga Nilaya. We have seen that Dharma, Artha and Kama are divided into 3 classes, that is Vargas. The goddess who resides in such things bestows these upon her devotees according to their merits. The eternal goddess resides in the 3 kalas, past, present and future. Tristha. Here it is said that Devi is the one who exists in all that is found in 3 forms, namely Tribudi, Trimurti, Triguna, Trivargam, Kalatrayam, Avastatrayam, Shariratrayam, Kodatrayam and Shaktitrayam. Tripura Malini. The goddess is described by this name as having the form of Tripura Malini. Antardashara is the 6th Avarana of Sri Chakra. It is called Sarva Rakshagara Chakra. Yoginis serve the goddess in all the 10 triangles of this chakra. The names of these yoginis are Sarvajna, Sarvashakta, Sarvaishwaryaprada, Sarvajnanamayi, Sarvavyadhi Vinashini, Sarvadhara Surupa, Sarva Papahara, Sarvanandamayi, Sarva Raksha Surupini and Sarvepsita Prada. They are generally called as Nigarbha Yoginis. Their presiding deity is Tripura Malini. Niramaya. Amayam means disease. Diseases of the mind also occur due to ragadveshas that happens when the three doshas of Vatam, Pittam and Kapam are out of their limits. As Devi is Shakti Surupini, goddess is not affected by these kinds of diseases. Hence, the goddess is described as Niramaya, the one who is not with Amayas. Niralamba. Alamba means reliance. This name means that the Devi has nothing to rely on, as the goddess is the refuge of everything. Swatma Rama. Here the goddess is described as the one who enjoys seeing her own soul. There is nothing but Devi. Devi has no friends, so she is Swatma Rama. Sudha Sruti. Sudha means nectar. Sruti means flow. This name means she who flows nectar. The goddess awakens the Kundalini Shakti to her devotee with her Kadaksha. It means that it breaks through the Shadadhara chakras and creates Amrutadhara from the Chandramandalam in the Sahasrara. Thus, apart from satisfying the Shaktis such as Dagini in the chakras, the entire nervous system of the worshipper overflows with bliss. 164th verse.
സംസാര പങ്കനിർമ്മഗ്ന സമുദ്ധരണ പണ്ഡിത യജ്ഞപ്രിയ യജ്ഞകർत्री യജമാന സ്വരൂപിണി.
Samsara Panga Nirmagna Samudharana Pandita. Pangam means mud pit. Samsara here means worldly pleasures. This name interprets samsara, that is worldly pleasures, as mud pit. By this name, the goddess is described as the one who is skilled in uplifting her devotees who are engrossed in the worldly pleasures. Yajna Priya. This name means goddess loves Yajna. Since Yajna is Vishnu, she can also be described as dear to Vishnu. We have already seen that Devi is Vishnu's sister. Yajnakartri. Here the goddess is described as the one who does yajnas. It means that the priests, that is Vaidigar, who conduct the yajnas, need the help of the goddess to perform them without any fault, and the goddess assists and performs the yajna properly. Yajamana Surupini. A Yajamanan, that is master, is one who has taken a vratam, that is mandatory procedures to perform yajnas. Along with the master, his wife should also observe vrata. Lord Shiva is known as Dikshitan, that is Lord of Yajna. At that time, his Dharmapatni is called Diksha and the son is called Santanam. The goddess is here described as having the Swarupa of the master. 165th verse.
ധർമാധാര ധനാധ്യക്ഷ ധനധാന്യ വിവർദ്ധിനി വിപ്രപ്രിയ വിപ്രരൂപ വിശ്വഭ്രമണകാരിണി.
Dharmadhara. It is said that Devi is the basis of Dharma. Dhanadhyaksha. Devi is described as Swamini for Dhanam. As all wealth belongs to Devi, Devi is Dhanadhyaksha. Devi gives it to everyone as they deserve. Dhanadhanya Vivardhini. The goddess is described as the one multiplies, that is increases, both wealth and grain. Viprapriya. Devi is described as being dear to Vipras. Those who study the Vedas, Vedangas and Shastras and live according to their stipulations are said to be Vipras. As they carefully obey the orders of the goddess, they are well liked by the goddess. Viprarupa. In this name, Devi is described as having the form of Vipras, formed by Vipras and forming the Vipras. Vishwabhramanakarini. Vishwams should be taken to mean the universes and Brahmana should be taken as Srishti, Sthiti and Samhara. We understand that all this is done by the goddess. Vishwam also means Vishnu. The first name in the Vishnu Sahasranama is Vishwam. Then the goddess can also be said to be the one who fascinates Vishnu. 166th verse.
വിശ്വഗ്രാസ വിദ്രുമാഭ വൈഷ്ണവി വിഷ്ണുരൂപിണി അയോനിര്യോനി നിലയ കൂടസ്ഥാ കുളരൂപിണി.
Vishwagrasa. Here the goddess is described as the one who contains the universes. It means that at the end of the Mahakalpa, the goddess engulfs within herself the entire universe consisting of all the immovable and movable worlds. Vidrumabha. As Vidrumam means coral and Abha means bright, the goddess is here described as shining like coral. Vaishnavi. Someone related to Vishnu is Vaishnavi. Devi is Vishnu's sister. The Narayani Stuti of Durga Saptasati has a mantra about the goddess in Vaishnavi form, armed with a conch, chakram, mace, and a bow called Sharngam. Vaishnavi is also included among the Saptamatas. Vishnu Rupini, the goddess is here described as the form of Vishnu. Ayonir Yoni Nilaya. This name should be understood in two parts, Ayoni and Yoni Nilaya. Ayoni. The word Yoni here means cause. Devi is Brahma Surupini. Therefore, it is also said that she is without any cause. Cutting the word as A Yoni, the A can be taken to mean Vishnu. Then the goddess can be described as Vishnu's origin, Vishnu Mata, etc. Yoni also means seat. Then we can see that Devi is one who has no seat in particular. The all-pervasive goddess needs no special seat. Yoni Nilaya. This name means Devi is one who is the Yoni and Nilayam. Yoni here means place of origin and Nilayam means the place where it is located. Devi creates all the worlds from her and finally merges them into herself. If Yoni is taken to be central triangle of the Sri Chakra, then we can also see that Devi is located in the form of a Bindu in it. Kudastha. Here the goddess is described as the one who resides in the Kudam. If Kudam means group, then it can be said that Devi is the basis of innumerable universes. In the Panchadashakshari mantra, the goddess is located in all the three Kudas, namely Vagbhava Kuda, Madhya Kuda, and Shakti Kuda. Kularupini. We have already seen that Kulam has many meanings. Here the goddess is described with the form of Kulam. Kaulamargam is called Kulam. This method is external worship. It is said that the goddess is with its form. 166 verses and 897 names are over. Now let us recite today's 6 slokas.
കാര്യകാരണ നിർമുക്ത കാമകേളിതരംഗിത കനൽ കനകതാടങ്ക ലീലാവിഗ്രഹധാരിണി അജാക്ഷയ വിനിർമുക്ത മുഗ്ധ ക്ഷിപ്രപ്രസാദിനി അന്തർമുഖ സമാരാധ്യ ബഹിർമുഖ സുദുർലഭ ത്രയീ ത്രിവർഗനിലയ ത്രിസ്ഥ ത്രിപുരമാലിനി നിരാമയ നിരാലംബ സ്വാത്മാരാമ സുധാശ്രുതി സംസാരപങ്കനിർമഗ്ന സമുദ്ധരണ പണ്ഡിത യജ്ഞപ്രിയ യജ്ഞകർത്തൃ യജമാനസ്വരൂപിണി ധർമാധാര ധനാധ്യക്ഷ ധനധാന്യവിവർദ്ധിനി വിപ്രപ്രിയ വിപ്രരൂപ വിശ്വഭ്രമണകാരിണി വിശ്വഗ്രാസ വിദ്രുമാഭ വൈഷ്ണവി വിഷ്ണുരൂപിണി അയോനിര്യോനി നിലയ കൂടസ്ഥാകുളരൂപിണി.
We shall see the next 6 slokas in the next video.